First, I want to say I'm dedicating this performance to my beautiful, awesome, amazing, talented wife, Lauren. I love you, sweetheart. And also my 2 children, 2 awesome kids, Annabelle and Lucas. And under the boughs unbound, all clothed in the snowy shroud, she had no heart so hardened, all under the boughs unbound. Feather, it fell from skin, till threadbare she grew thin. How were my eyes so blinded? Each feather, it fell from skin. And I will hang my head low. And I will hang my head low. A gray sky, a bitter sting, a rain cloud, a crane on wing, all out beyond horizons. Oh, a gray sky, a bitter sting, and I will hang my head low. 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 You belong to the game, and you say you can break away. So I'm here with my hand on my heart, and our families can't agree. I'm your brother's sworn enemy, so I'm shout out my love to the stars, and wait for the stone on your window, wait by the car, and we'll go. swore to no compromise till I felt my caress on your skin. But how soon that we were betrayed, and your sister gave us away, and your father came all unhinged. So wait for the stone on your window, wait by the car, and we'll go. But oh, Valencia, with your blood still warm on the ground, Valencia, and I swear to the stars, I'll burn this whole city down. The shout of your brother calling me out, and you ran like a fool to my side. Well, the shot, it hit hard, and your frame went limp in my arms, and an oath of love was your dying cry. So wait for the stone on your window, wait by the car, and we'll go. But oh, Valencia, with your blood still warm on the ground, Valencia, and I'll burn this whole city down, Valencia, getting cold on the ground, Valencia, and I swear to the stars that I'll burn this whole city down. Oh, Shankhill butcher's right tonight. You better shut your windows tight. They're sharpening their cleavers and their knives, and taking all the whiskey by the pint, as everybody knows. If you don't mind your mother's words, a wicked wind will blow your ribbons from your curls. Everybody moan, everybody shake. The Shankhill butchers wanna catch you away. Like me and you, they used to be sweet little boys, but something went horribly askew. Now killing is their only source of joy, and everybody knows. If you don't mind your mother's words, a wicked wind will blow your ribbons from your curl. Everybody moan, everybody shake. The Shankhill butchers wanna catch you away. cleavers on the rise, they're waiting till the dead of night. They're picking at their fingers with their knives and wiping off the cleavers on their thighs, 'cause everybody knows if you don't mind your mother's words, a wicked wind will blow your ribbons from your curls. Everybody moan, everybody shake. The Shankhill butchers wanna catch you. The Shankhill butchers wanna cut you. The Shankhill butchers wanna catch you away. Taste of summer on your peppery skin. Been saved, the warmer the wave. Felt the slip into the watery grave. Whoa. Oh, oh, oh. Da 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 da. Oh, 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 oh. My girl, linen and curls, lips parted like a flag unfurled. And she's grand, the bend of her hand, digging deep into the sweep of the sand. Whoa. Oh, oh, oh. La da 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 da. Oh, 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 oh. And summer rise with the length of light. And summer blows away and quietly gets swallowed by a wave. Gets swallowed by a wave. Waylay the din of the day, boats bobbing in the blue of the bay. And in deep, far beneath, all the dead sailors slowly slip into sleep. Whoa. Oh, oh, oh. La da 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 da. Oh, 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 oh. My girl, linen and curls, lips parted like a flag unfurled. And she's grand, the bend of her hand, digging deep into the sweep of the sand. Whoa. Da da da. Oh, 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 oh. And summer rise with the length of light. And summer blows away and quietly gets swallowed by a wave. Swallowed by a wave. Get swallowed by a wave. Get swallowed by a wave. All right, so that was a quartet of songs from the Crane Wife album by the Decemberists, starting with Crane Wife 3, and then O Valencia, and then Shankhill Butchers, and ending with Summersong.
Did you want to add anything about your personal experiences enjoying the Decemberists?
Oh, we've got a lot of them. My wife and I getting to go see them, put on the guest list to go see them. because we came to Pygmalion in 2009 and saw Midas Brightest Diamond, which was getting ready to go on tour with the Decemberists, and my wife bought a defective T-shirt, and they couldn't send out the T-shirt right away because they were on tour, but they put us on the guest list. So,
I have a question. How is a T-shirt defective?
It was missing the band name on the bottom. It got cut off. Yeah.
That would kind of defeat the purpose of getting the shirt if what I was thinking, it didn't have sleeves or it had a sunroof in it, or I don't know. But it's funny because when you were sound checking, I was thinking, boy, this song sounds a lot like the Decemberists. And then I've had some listeners tonight say, is he influenced by the Decemberists? And so I'm guessing the remaining songs will sound less like the Decemberists.
Yes, and unless we can get some extra ones in at the end. But the next set of songs will be by Death Cab for Cutie from the Narrow Stairs album. Now,
just because this is your first time on Weft, could I just help the listeners get to know you a little better before you go on?
Sure.
What do you normally do as far as, when you play, do you normally do tributes or?
I usually do covers, but not like this. Not like a set block.
Like if I book you for a wedding or a bar mitzvah or a children's birthday party, what would I expect if I don't give you specific what is your set like?
You'd have Death Cab, you'd have the Decemberists, you'd have Iron and Wine, but you'd also have like Gillian Welch and Dave Rawlings and Old Crow Medicine Show and the Black Keys and just that kind of indie rock, indie folk type of genre.
Now, I'm not planning any of those events just yet, but I figure usually if people get on the show, sometimes they're going to put out an album, sometimes they want to get booked around town, sometimes they already get booked around town.
I do.
And what is the information if people do want to book you? Do you have a web presence?
Yes, you can on pretty much any social media. Type in my name, Robert Stingle, with the word music, and you will find me. Also, my email address is my last name, Stingle, Stengel, the word arts, ARTS, @gmail.com. I'm Robert Stingle, and I'm on WEFT 90.1, Champaign, Illinois.
All right, I'm going to walk away and enjoy the music for 4 more songs.
Okay.
Thank you.
I descended a dusty gravel ridge beneath the Bixby Canyon Bridge until I eventually arrived at the place where your soul had died, barefoot in the shallow creek. I grabbed some stones from underneath and waited for you to speak to me. In the silence, it became so very clear that you had long ago disappeared. And I cursed myself for being surprised that this didn't play like it did in my mind. All of the way from San Francisco, as I chased the end of your road, 'cause I've still got miles to go. And I want to know my fate. If I keep up this way, 'cause it's hard to want to stay away when everyone you meet, they all seem to be asleep. And I wonder if you're missing your dream. You can't see a dream. You can't see a dream. You just can't see Trudged back to where my car was parked, no closer to any kind of truth, as I must assume was the case with you. I felt so safe in the warming bath of sunlight, vast open sky could do no harm, like an embrace from a mother's arms, in sunlight, in sunlight. In sunlight, in sunlight. With every year that came to pass, more clouds appear till the sky went black, and there was no sunlight, no sunlight. No sunlight, no sunlight anymore. Disappeared at the same speed as the idealistic things I believe. The optimist died inside of me. No sunlight, no sunlight. No sunlight, no sunlight. It disappeared at the same speed as the idealistic things I believed. The optimist died inside of me. No sunlight, no sunlight. No sunlight, no sunlight. No sunlight, no sunlight, no sunlight, no sunlight, no sunlight anymore. Oh, my talking bird, though you know so few words, you're on infinite repeat, like your brain can't keep up with your beat, and you're kept in an open cage, so you're free to leave or stay. And sometimes you get confused, like there's a hint that I'm trying to give you. The longer you think, the less you know what to do. to see your way out. When you live in a house, and you don't realize that the windows were open the whole time. And oh, my talking bird, though your feathers are tattered and furred, I will love you all your days until the breath leaves your delicate frame. It's all here for you as long as you choose to stay. Hey, it's all here for you as long as you don't fly away. The wind picked up and the fire spread, and the grapevine seemed left for dead. The northern sky looked like the end of days, the end of days. And the wake-up call to a rented room sounded like an alarm of impending doom, to warn us it's only a matter of time before we all burn, before we all burn, before we all burn, before we all burn. Bought some wine and some paper cups near your daughter's school when we picked her up, and drove to a cemetery on a hill, on a hill. We watched the plumes paint the sky gray as she laughed and danced through a field of graves. It was there I knew it would be alright, that everything would be alright, would be alright, would be alright, would be alright. Reports on the radio said it was getting worse as the ocean air fanned the flame. But I could not think of anywhere I would have rather been to watch it all burn away, to burn away. double shifts with prayers for rain on their lips. They knew it was only a matter of time. All right, so those were 4 songs by Death Cab for Cutie from the Narrow Stairs album, starting with Bixby Canyon Bridge, followed by No Sunlight, Talking Bird, and ending with Grapevine Fires.
What's a good transitional conversation to have? Actually, talking about Cranert would be a very good idea.
Okay.
I'm used to talking about every couple of songs, so I'm not used to doing this again yet. But support for Weft Sessions is still brought to you by Cranert Center for the Performing Arts. Cranert Center is proud to support live local music on WEFT and with their Cranert Center Uncorked series held on select Thursdays from 5 to 7 p.m. at Stage 5 in the Cranert Center lobby. Complete information on Cranert Center's Uncorked series is available online at cranertcenter.com. And Cranert Center is also on Robert's shirt here.
Yes, it is.
Would you like to?
Elnora Guitar Festival.
Which is happening again this year, yes? It's been announced?
Yes, it is.
Isn't Roseanne Cash
I'll be
coming?
Working it.
Is she part of that, or is that separate?
Who's that?
I heard Roseanne Cash was coming to town. I don't know if it's part of the festival, or...
I don't know.
I think...
She's the headliner.
Oh, well, if she's the headliner, I would hope that would be part of something. So you said you're working it.
Yes.
You work at Cranert?
Yes, I'm a stagehand.
Well, then... So we've now had recently 2 different musical guests on the show who both work at Cranert. And I feel like there probably should be encouragement of me remembering to read this if the people from Cranert are actually here. I would not want to be derelict in my duties. So I do think Cranert... they used to just call it Cranert Uncorked, I think. Now it's Cranert Center Uncorked. But, yeah, I remember... when that started, I think. It was a little different. The wine was actually free then, but I think probably there have been changes in state liquor law and regulations that, I mean, I never thought I'd see open, at one point they were doing open container stuff, and so it's strange how the law will change from one year to the next, but free music at Cranert is almost always a nice thing not to take for granted. So I can't believe the people who tell me, oh, I'll catch Roseanne Cash next time. And I was like, okay, you do that. I'm not sure when next time will be, but I don't think she's doing the free Uncorked, but you might, I don't know. I'm treating this like you know more about the schedule than I do, and maybe you do, but
I don't, actually.
Are you playing Cranert anytime soon?
Not that I know of, no.
Okay.
Unless they want me to. That
well,
would be awesome.
Is there anything you'd like to talk about before you go on to your next songs?
No, not necessarily. I mean, like, my wife and I came to Champaign for the first time to go to Cranert, actually, to see Iron and Wine was the headliner of the Pygmalion Music Festival. And while we were waiting to go in, my wife looks over and says, we're sitting on this bench outside the music building, and she goes, those guys look like they're in a band. And I go, Lauren, that's him. That's Sam Beam right there. And so he comes walking towards him, and we just kind of smile and wave, and he smiles and waves at us and walks by, and then a few minutes later we went and watched him play. But speaking of Iron and Wine...
Oh, this is a segue.
That is, yes, the next 4 songs will be from Iron and Wine from the Shepherd's Dog album.
A minor request, because I feel like a lot of people, certainly in my peer group, know the Decemberists and they know Death Cab for Cutie. I know Iron and Wine, but if I mention Iron and Wine, I feel like not as many people know what that is. Can you just give a few words about Iron and Wine for people who don't know that's a band or a project? Or
Yeah, Iron and Wine is the project of Sam Beam. They're awesome. He's awesome. I really love like everything from Shepherd's Dog forward when he started adding production and multiple instruments and stuff into his albums, whereas the albums he had put out before that was just pretty much him and his acoustic guitar. And I will let you know a little secret here. If you go to see Iron and Wine, you don't know what you're going to get. Oh. I've gone to see Iron and Wine, and I've seen a stage full of 10 people, and then I've gone to see Iron and Wine, and it's just him and the guitar.
Wow.
So you don't know what you're going to get, I guess, unless you like check out the tour ahead of time and see.
That's no fun.
Yeah. Being
surprised is underrated. Okay.
All right. So without any further ado, shade of the dogwood blooms, yesterday the solace of a poison fish, tomorrow I'll be kissing on her blood red lips. The savior they would like to be. Love song of the buzzard in the dogwood tree. The train of horses laughing through the traffic light. Unimaginative sense of time. Promise of an open fist. A tattoo of a flower on a broken wrist. Lucy tells me jokingly to wipe her brow. Pocket map to heaven, and the sun goes down. By the road and a bike wheel spinning on a pawn shop wall. She'll wring out her colored hair like a butterfly beaten in the summer rainfall. Then roll on the kitchen floor of some sucker with a pocket full of foreign change. The song of the the shepherd's dog, a ditch in the dark in the ear of a lamb who's gonna try to run away. Whoever got that brave? In the middle of town, and the chapel bell ringing through the wind-blown trees. She'll wave to the butcher's boy with the parking lot music everybody believes. Then dive like a dying bird at any dude with the dollar at the penny arcade. The song of the shepherd's dog, the waiter and the check, or the rooster on a rooftop waiting for day. You know what he's gonna say. Wolves at the end of the bed and a postcard hidden in her winter clothes. She'll weep in the back of the truck to the traders only trying to find her bullet holes. Then run down a canopy road to some mother and a baby with the cross to bear. The song of the shepherd's dog, little brown flea in the bottle of oil for your woolly wild hair. You never get him out of there. Beside the ashes of the fire, both our tender bellies wound in baling wire, all the more a pair of underwater pearls than the oak tree and its resurrection fern. gave the world what it saw fit and what we get. Like stubborn boys with big green eyes, we'll see everything. Timid shade, the autumn leaves, and buzzards' wings. And we'll undress beside the ashes of the fire. Our tender bellies are wound around with baling wire. And all the more a pair of underwater pearls than the oak tree and its resurrection fern. I was a quick, wet boy diving too deep for coins. All of your street light eyes wide on my plastic toys. And when the cops closed the fair, I cut my long baby hair, stole me a dog-eared map, called for you everywhere. Have I found you, flightless bird, jealous? We've been all lost you. American mouth, big pillow. Now I'm a fat house cat, nursing my sore blunt tongue, watching the warm poison rats curl through the white fence cracks, pissing on magazine photos, those fishing lures thrown in the cold and clean blood of Christ mountain street. Have I found you, flightless bird, grounded, bleeding, or lost you, American mound, big pill, stuck going down a house. All right, so that was 4 by Iron and Wine from the Shepherd's Dog album, starting with Lovesong of the Buzzard, followed by Wolves, Resurrection Fern, and ending with Flightless Bird.
And when about when did that come out?
That would have came out, I think I'm going to guess 2007, I think.
I was trying to remember. Is he based in Georgia?
I thought it was Texas.
I don't know.
I don't remember. I know he's on Sub Pop.
I mean, we talked about the Decemberists and we talked about Death Cab, and I know where Death Cab started. But as you said, Iron and Wine can be also one person or 10. So,
yeah. Yep. I prefer it when it's 10, personally. But I don't know, maybe I have ADD. I guess I need to have more things going on. Although here I am just playing acoustic guitar. So
I hadn't noticed anything. Well, what I'm noticing is actually other people.
So I have some extra songs.
Yes,
if we
good.
can throw them in there.
How do you want to? Since these are not 4 at a time so much, how do you want to do this? You could still do 4, I guess.
I mean, I could do 4 if you have time for me to do 4.
Well, the real question is just, I would like to stop before the last song and just kind of remind people who you are and sum up. And so do really 2, 3, 4, but have one more as an encore ready.
Okay, I'll do 3, and then I
like that.
Say something.
I like that.
You want to say something before the last song?
We could both say something. We could just
all right.
Reestablish what we have learned tonight. But before you go on, though, we should tell your name again.
Robert Stingle.
That's the main question I get all night. Is you could just do a song that's your name over and over, and what was his name again? So, thank you.
That's funny. Beside her, she's a long one, such a long one. And if you don't love me, let me go. And if you don't love me, let me go. I'm a county line man on a high line, so will be my grandson. There are power lines in our bloodlines, and if you don't love me, let me go. And if you don't love me, let me go. I am a writer of fiction. I am the heart that you call home. And I've written pages upon pages, trying to rid you from my bones. My bones. My bones. Fortunes upon fortunes, take my hand for tender. I am tortured, ever tortured, and if you don't love me, let me go. And if you don't love me, let me go. I am a writer of fictions. I am a heart that you call home. And I've written pages upon pages, trying to rid you from my bones. And I am a writer, I am all that you have home. And I've written pages upon pages, trying to rid you from my bones, my bones, my bones. And if you don't love me, let me go. And if you don't love me, let me go. Over if you would stem the tide. I'll build a boat that I might ford the other side, to reach a farther shore where my true love lies and wait for me. Your waters ramble wild, the horses shiver and bite against the bridle. But I will cross if mine own horse is pulled from me. Though my mother cries that if I try, I sure will drown to be. Will drown to be. Will drown to be. Drowned it be. But if you come and let me pass, you may render me a wreck when I come back. So calm your waves and slow the churn, and you may have my precious bones on my return. My true love's call, hear her holler above your water's pall. God, that I could, if my two arms could give me wings, and I would cross your breath and rest my breast about her amberine, her amberine, her amberine. But if you come and let me pass, you may render me a wreck when I come back. So calm your waves and slow the churn, and you may have my precious bones on my return. All right, those last two songs were by Iron and Wine. Or sorry, that's a mistake. Those last two songs were by the Decemberists. They were Engine Driver and Annan Water. And this song that I'm getting ready to do is another one by Iron and Wine, and it's called Rabbit Will Run. And it goes like this. Last I saw Mother, she rose from her chair. When they called me, I just finished combing my hair. 'Cause a rabbit will run, and the cold hasn't long with the mare. We've all learned the earth while we've carried the throne. We dove under the rivers and under our clothes, and I still have a prayer, as sure as my settling bones. Last I saw Mother, she covered my ears. When they caught me, I offered the captain a beer. 'Cause a rabbit will run, and the lion has nothing to fear. We bricked up the garden and know what it means, and we've all kissed a virgin as if she were clean. And I still have a prayer, despite all the colors I've seen. Judgment is just like a cup that we share. I'll jump over the wall and I'll wait for you there, well past the weeds in our vision of things to come. We've all heard the rooster and all been denied, and we've seen through the haze and the spit in our eyes. And I still have a prayer, a well-weathered word to the wise. Last I saw Mother, she smelled like a rose. When they called me the captain, he opened my nose. 'Cause a rabbit will run, the wind takes the bird where it blows. We've all traded lovers and woke up alone, and we've clapped for the king though our fingers were cold. And I still have a prayer, 'cause I love what I cannot control. Last I saw Mother, she acted surprised. When they called me the captain, he cried like a child. 'Cause a rabbit will run, and good dogs together go wild. We've all lived in grace at the end of the day, and we've armed all the children we thought we betrayed. And I still have a prayer, but too few occasions to pray. Judgment is just like a cup that we share. I'll jump over the wall and I'll wait for you there, well past the weeds in our vision of things to come. Oh, and we've all found a reason for hiding a gun. We've helped out a few if we've hurt anyone. And I still have a prayer, so be it, I've done what I've done. Last I saw Mother, she felt like a fool. When they caught me, the cuffs cut the blood from my wrist. 'Cause a rabbit will run, and a pig has to lay in his piss. We've all given half to the hand in our face. We've all taken a stone from the holiest place. And I still have a prayer, I further the world in my way.
So you, if I understood right, you said the first two, or rather the 13th and the 14th, were more Decemberist songs?
Yes, they were.
And then the one just now was...
Another Iron and Wine song.
Okay, because I recognized that the second of those three was the one that I asked if you wrote it during sound check, and you said no.
No, I wish.
Because I wanted to ask how your vocabulary had developed. Of course, this is when I knew nothing about you. So, I didn't know if you were 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, what part of the country you were from. Actually, I did know what part of the country you were from, but we had not really talked much. And I was, I guess, picking up on Decemberists because several times I said you reminded me of the Decemberists before I realized you were covering them. So,
yep.
Which is also a listener experience I've heard tonight.
Oh, cool.
So I guess you channeled them well.
Sweet. I love them. I think they're really great. So like the theme, I don't know if I said this already, like the theme of those three albums, the reason I chose those three albums is because like Shepherd's Dog, Crane Wife, and Narrow Stairs, those were like the albums that were out by those bands. And like when my wife and I first met and we got together and started dating, like we loved those albums and listened to them all the time. And so I'm kind of revisiting like what it was like, 16 years ago.
Well, I think you told me that off air. I don't think you said it on air.
Off air, yeah.
And I'm glad that, it doesn't get on the document if you don't say it on the recording. So good to have. It's one thing I've noticed when I have from doing this show over the years. I will remember the conversations I had on the show, but I won't remember what was on air and what was off air. And it's frustrating, I'll go back and right, we didn't record that part. So sort of like when you have a conversation and you don't remember what language you had it in, you just remember, of course, I guess it depends on, it's maybe not a universal experience, but it's funny if you meet somebody who speaks another language and you're kind of trying to talk to each other, and then you realize you're not actually sure what was in your language and what was in their language. I think it's interesting.
I took 3 semesters of French, but man, I couldn't.
You probably could beat me at French.
I don't.
I have a listener from, I think he's originally from Quebec. I don't care what I say, it's wrong. I can say something that sounds perfect to me. Oh, that's terrible. So it's funny because he's very supportive and encouraging of everything else. But if I say oui or non, it's like, oh my God, is that supposed to be French? So
I've heard that about French specifically, about French speakers. They'd be like, you get one little thing wrong, it's like, oh no.
I think it's actually worse in Quebec than in France.
Oh, really?
Because even when I was taking language classes, we had a guy from Quebec, and we had I think we had some French people, and the French people were like, "Oh, those people from Quebec are so critical." And it was funny because the reputation is that French people are like that, and the French seemed surprised how critical and it maybe we have people listening from Quebec now who are the exact opposite of that. But I don't know. I sort of like destroying archetypes and stereotypes that aren't accurate. So
cool.
You have one more for us.
Yeah, I have one more. It's another Iron and Wine.
Okay.
It is called Monkeys Uptown.
Okay.
Yep. And my name is Robert Stingle.
Well, if I could just add one thing before you go into this to try to get people to keep listening or to know what they're listening to, I promised that for the rest of this hour, when you're done, I'm going to play all new music. And then I have a trainee, Brian, but you are also a trainee in a capacity.
Yes.
And you're from the same class. Yes. So if people stay tuned, they should hear me. They should also hear Brian. And when can they hear you?
August 1st, I think, is my next training day here.
And you'll be on the air?
Yes.
Okay.
So.
Do you know?
Can't tell you what I'm gonna say. I think it's 2 p.m., but I could be wrong. I really should verify. But
well, I'm just thinking if you're going to be back, I should tell people to listen. So if they liked you tonight, they can like you again. Yeah,
I can find out after this song and let you know.
Okay. Well, I will see you around.
Okay. All right. So this is Monkeys Uptown, and it's my final song. Thank you all for this opportunity, and thank you for listening in. I knew you well his mouth, denied the breast, a lazy bone, an eagle eye circling the city, higher than the sky, and it's looking like you better do what they say. Those monkeys uptown, they've told you not to mess around. Heaven's a name and the river is brown with all the mud and the rain. It never settles down. Never settles down. Your baby left you unimpressed, but no one likes a beggar slightly overdressed. And trouble comes in funky clothes. You can always find a razor lying in the road, and it's looking like you better do what they say. Those monkeys uptown, they told you not to mess around. Heaven's a name and the river is brown with all the mud and the rain. It never settles down. Never settles down. I knew you well, I know you best. Everybody owes something to everybody else. Gabriel gave me some news to give to you, never taken for granted, nothing better to do. It's looking like you better do what they say. Those monkeys uptown, they told you not to mess around. Heaven's a name and the river is brown with all the mud and the rain. It never settles down. Never settles down.